get set to match up with Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers. With fall around the corner, football is back, America, and we're underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. First carry in the league here for David Montgomery, the man out of Iowa State. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Here's Foles. He'll have a first down past the 40. Ted Ginn's gonna go. Touchdown, Chicago. Ted Ginn, 74 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. We thought they may be a quick strike offense this season. That is lightning quick. Not bad for the first drive of the year.
That has to actually exceed expectations, doesn't it? Because most teams want to be a quick strike offense. They want to score as quickly as possible and run a defense into submission. What they have to understand is, while they got it done there, long way to go. Don't get discouraged if you have to run a few more plays on your next drive.
This fielded at the 2. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Here we go. First down. Here we go. At their own 22-yard
line. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their own 22. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Oh, he can't hang on. That was a dream chance for any D lineman to possibly get a pick, but instead it falls down incomplete. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Rodgers to throw again. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. This is taken at the 15. A big-time return there, 40 yards. And it'll be a short field for the Bears as they take over 1st and 10.
Mike 42, check 61, matchbox lights. Coming after you. I'm coming after you. What are you?
Foles. And that'll be incomplete. Cordero Patterson, the one he was hoping to get it to. And it's 2nd down. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. Can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Shift. 80 weapons. 58, boy, 58. Silence. Let's go, baby.
Now Foles. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Preston Smith comes in for the sack.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, third and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
The Packers take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Second and 5 now. Rodgers. This one complete to Devin Funchess. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. From the 32 now, here's first and 10. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Eddie Jackson with a tackle.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
On second down, it's Jones, and he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
I enjoyed watching Robert Quinn in pregame warm-ups with you down on the field. Did it surprise you how tall and angular he is? You wouldn't think he'd be able to play against the run that well, would you?
But nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Akeem Hicks at 6'5", 332 finds his way home for the sack. Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here's J.K. Scott now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. He'll return it from the 6. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Bears take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out first and 10. They'll run with a third-year man. This is Tariq Cohen. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll bring up a second and 14.
Right in. Mike 58, right there. If you don't get Tiger. You think you don't get
They'll run on second down with Cohen. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now third and long.
22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber.
They'll look to throw. Open man there is Patterson, complete. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. A good pickup, 17 yards and a Bear first down.
and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Pilot, 64, weak. Watch the ship, watch the ship. Under. Watch the ship, watch the ship. 13. Here we go.
They're going to look to throw. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Foles now already over 100 yards passing in just this first quarter. It's 1st and 10.
Go with 5-3. Go with 5-3. Check 52. Hayden sold. Purple 64. Hey, Foxtrot.
He'll look to throw. He'll let it fly in the direction again. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. A huge play there for Chicago. 43 yards. How about this first quarter for them throwing the football?
This defense has zero answers for what they've seen so far with the ball in the air. I'm not sure how they're going to change things around, but offensively, I keep attacking. I keep throwing the football until they make me change.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. First down, a run with Cohen. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. Second and 9 now. And it's caught. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. A 3-yard touchdown run as the Bears push further out in front. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Throwing is Rodgers. He'll get this off to Jamal Williams. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Rodgers now to throw. His throw incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From midfield, here's Rodgers. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Akeem Hicks, his second sack of the night. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
And what did we talk with them about prior to the game? Their ability to move the chains, pick up first downs. So far, 0 for 3 on 3rd down. If that continues, they'll have little chance of winning this one. Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
Under. 42 the mic. 6'6", pull it high.
They'll start things on first with Torrey Cohen. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. Vanderbilt's own Oren Burks had the tackle defensively.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Great. Whip. Watch the whip. Recon, 132 fighter. Check three. Yes. 12. Greystone, travel. Hey, solid one.
Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
Come on. 180.
Stay with your man.
Check. Yes. Check three. To go.
A give to Cohen. He heads right. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They'll try to run for it with Cohen. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Six. Going 5-3.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he finds his tight end, Graham.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
You're not ready. Kill. 58, right over there. 2nd
and 2. He'll get it in the hands of Clark, complete. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. A reminder coming up at halftime, it's the season debut of the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, as we look ahead to all the action coming up this opening weekend. And of course, we'll also take a look back at this first half. Back to throw. And he completes it to Cohen. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Bears, first down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Foles now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's first down.
13.
They'll set up to throw. This is caught by Gill. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears.
That's another
So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Here's a quick hitch route and the throw complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 14 yards and a Chicago first down. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes. When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Here's first and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. They'll run for it with Tariq Cohen, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Tariq Cohen, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend, as the Bears push further out in front. Extra point right down the middle, and that makes the score 21-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half. Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It's a gain of 16 and a first down for the green and gold.
First down, Packers.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Check pass. Check pass. Watch it.
They'll run it with Jones. So we got 3 of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's 2nd and 8. Making the catch is Sternberger. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down.
And a Packer first down.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. The first carry now for the BYU man. It's Jamal Williams. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
But these guys going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
2nd and 13. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 34-yard line.
18 on the play. First down.
I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there were very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
A running play here on first down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Check 9.
From the gun, Love toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. He was looking for the connection with Devin Funchess, and now it's 3rd down.
And we just saw another example. These cornerbacks have played tight coverage all game long. Might start wanting to think about a few double, triple move routes to try and shake their guys free.
You're right, they have had no room to breathe. And Adams has it complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A good-looking drive for the Packers so far. It's a first down.
First down, Packers.
This quarterback now 4 of 5 since coming on. It's 1st and 10. Off the draw, here's Williams. And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Looking to throw on second down. Love. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's third down now.
It's third down. And 1 yard to go.
They tried to throw on second down. Unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And Williams is going to be stopped short of the yellow line. He did not get there. Nothing doing on 2nd and 3rd down after that 9-yard gain on 1st.
It's now 4th down.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. Looking to throw. Love. This will be caught at about the 6. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. Able to convert on 4th to bring up 1st and goal. That's a big 3 yards right there.
He's coming. Double up, double up. Let's go. Come on.
Operating from the gun. Love. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. That's sacked by Khalil Mack.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
So first down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
All defenders get tired of hearing about their lack of hands and why they're playing defense instead of offense. But in this situation, it was the hands that made the play. Batting the ball away on an attempted touchdown pass. Excellent job. Way to knock it down.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. Well, so a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while. But when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get 6s instead of 3s.
They go for it on 4th and goal, but that winds up incomplete. A disappointing drop there on 4th and goal. And the Bears will get the football back. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Easy. 58, somebody. Hey, come on, yo, come on. Let's go, great. Out. Check. Blue draw quarters. What we got? Hey, silent one. Hey, Echo. We run.
Foles. Looking for Ginn, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. But they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Pick it up. Take 4.
They'll try to get this running game going with Williams. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. Following the penalty, it's Williams. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak, not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. 2nd and 11. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking for his running back, Jamal Williams. But now it's 3rd and goal. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Buying time to his left. And this is caught for a touchdown. Now hold everything here. Flag in the backfield. This one might be coming back. The holding penalty, that puts them in an unenviable spot here as they try again on 3rd and goal. From the gun, Love. Well, this is caught by Williams. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a 1st down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup.
4th and goal.
And a field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th down. On 4th down, Love dancing to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. The sack by Robert Quinn. And they've now made 2 trips to the red zone and still looking for their 1st touchdown.
Not able to punch it in, and if you're on defense, your confidence is sky high. Because mentally, you're saying, hey, you're in the red zone. We're thinking we're giving up 3. We just want to give up 6. In this case, they end up not giving up the touchdown at all. They've got to feel great about what they got done. Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. On 2nd and 11 now. Foles. And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 2.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his 1st NFL sack. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. On 3rd down, a run with Cohen. Oh, Cohen lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And not a great punt here. Out of bounds in the air. They're going to say this one doesn't even get to the 40. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Love going up top. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. A gain of 32 that time. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Back to throw. Love. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. Second down. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. Love. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Khalil Mack able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. With this lead and the football, things obviously looking good, but maybe, you've taught me this before, maybe this is where the defense is hoping that the offense helps them preserve that shutout that they've got going.
And it has to be in the mind.
And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line.
Well, there's no doubt in my mind that he dreamed of this. How about this for your debut? 2nd sack in the opener.
Yeah, it's great to get 1. That's memorable. 2? Hello.
Now, he dreamed about it. He thought about it. Did he ever expect it to happen? Probably not.
Here's a handoff to Cohen running right. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more 1st down to help salt this one away. Now Foles. Got a man. It's Patterson complete. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the 1st. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now Cohen. Room here to run. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
Following the penalty, Montgomery. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control.
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. David Montgomery with his 1st career touchdown in his 1st career game as the Bears push further out in front. I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at week 1. Oh, good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in week 1. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want. But there carries a little extra pressure with that as well, because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
Yeah, 2 sides to that coin, and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Love. Looking left side, and he's got Sternberger. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. From the gun, Love. And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first, but at least it's 4th down. Oh, this offense is staying put. They're just 1 for 4 in these situations so far, but they're going again on 4th down. He's got Adams on the hookup. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To throw again. Love. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. Throwing on 3rd and long. Love. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. Now the offense not going anywhere. They're staying out there. They've converted once already on this drive. Here they go again on 4th down. Back to throw. Love. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. We you know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
That'll do it for us for